In this video, I'm going to be breaking down my step-by-step process of how to sell digital products with zero investment. That means all the platforms that I'm going to be talking about in this video are free. This is perfect for beginners who want to start dabbling in digital products but are just not ready to start investing money into it yet. All of these tools can actually help you make sales. When I first discovered digital products, I had already been on YouTube for years, and I stumbled across a video that talked about selling art printables on Etsy. And after learning about this, I went on to make thousands of dollars on Etsy, just literally selling art that I designed in Canva. And you know, it was fun, and it really got me to understand what digital products are and how they can make you money, but I had no passion behind it at all. I'm not an artist. I didn't enjoy creating the designs, and then to me, it's like, what's the point? So with already building a community on YouTube, I decided to lean into that instead and create a digital product that actually combined my knowledge and my passion. And at the time, and a lot of you might not know this, I actually talked about pregnancy and trying to conceive. That was the entire premise of my YouTube channel back then, because I was very active in my trying to conceive journey. And after sadly having a few losses, I just literally couldn't talk about that anymore without breaking down. And I knew I needed to make a shift. But I had been selling digital products under that niche for many years successfully, and my YouTube channel was like taking off under that niche. But then I completely just unlisted all those videos, started fresh, and decided I really was just passionate about building businesses and selling digital products, which is what made me start this journey and sharing all of this information with you, because you can do it in any niche, not just this one. First things first, let's choose a problem that you already have solved. What is something you already have knowledge in? And this can be something big or small. Think this sentence to yourself: I used to be overwhelmed by blank, and then I fixed it with blank. So what is the thing that you were overwhelmed by? That is the problem. That is what you're solving. And then how you fixed it is what you will create into a digital product. There's two things you're going to be creating as a digital product. One is something that you're going to give away for free, and then the other is going to be a low ticket price paid offering. So the freebie is also called a lead magnet. This is something that you're going to give them that dabbles into the topic. Maybe it's like a checklist or a short mini guide, or maybe it's a workshop, something that gives them a little information about this problem that you're solving, but not everything, obviously. And then you're going to give that to them for free in exchange for an email address. So they download this freebie, you get them on your email list. Second, you're going to create that paid offering. This is going to be like either a bundle, which is what I recommend, of resources. This could be, videos or guides or workbooks or checklists, like just a whole bunch of stuff bundled into one that all help solve the same problem. This is what I've done. I have a 0 to your first sale in 30 days bundle, and it has tons of resources that all help you reach that goal. And that has been really successful for me because it's really walking them through each and every step. So I essentially have a workbook that walks you through everything, and then I have other resources like tutorials or, charts and things that help you through each of those steps, if that makes sense. So if you're interested in that, by the way, it is linked below. But the point is, take all of your knowledge, put it in different things, whether again it's videos or documents, bundle them all together, and then sell them as your offering. And I price mine at $47. I do have a promo code for my YouTube fam that's YouTube25, so you can get 25% off, but it's in general low ticket, and it's definitely, the value of it is worth more than that. And I think that's so important. You pretty much want your freebie to be like, wow, they should be selling this, it's so valuable. And then you want your paid offering to be like, wow, they could charge so much more for this. You want people to feel that way because you would rather them have more value than they expect than less. And this is how you're going to get testimonials and word of mouth and all of that. Next, you're going to use AI to help support you. There is nothing wrong with using AI. We are in the world of AI. There's no point in running from it. Instead, use it wisely and use it ethically. If you need help outlining one of your resources, take advantage of AI. Go to ChatGPT, say, hey, here's the topic. Here's some of the things I want to help people with within this topic. Help me write out like an outline for a workbook. And it will just shoot out an outline, and then you can then, go from there. You can even give it like a whole bunch of information. Maybe there's videos or blogs or podcasts or something else that you've done in the past, and you want it to take that information to help build a workbook. do that. It's still your words, it's still your brain, and you're just having it help organize those thoughts and pull from it. I have done that many times, and I even use that to help me with the 0 to your first sale in 30 days bundle. It's not a problem to use it. Obviously, just don't say, hey, I know nothing about this topic, write me a whole workbook about this topic. Like, no, we're not trying to like scam people. AI is really just there to help you take all of your thoughts and bring clarity to them so that you can then make an offering for somebody else. And ChatGPT is free. You can upgrade, you get a few extra features, but you absolutely do not need it. ChatGPT is free and use the free version. Next up is Canva. We all know about Canva. Of course, they do have a free version. It is a little limited. A lot of their amazing features are in the paid version, but you can use the link below and get your first 30 days for free of the pro version and just do all of this stuff, create your digital products all within 30 days and then cancel it if it's not for you. And that's what I would do if I were in your situation so that you can still get all of the things in Canva and use all of their features. And then if you didn't really need it going forward, you could just use the free version from there. So first of all, this is a design platform that you literally need 0 experience. If you get stuck at any point and you need some support, there's 1,000,001 YouTube videos about using Canva you can watch. And if you ever want me to do like a deep dive tutorial on anything in Canva, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to do that. But it's very user-friendly. They have so many ready-to-use templates for pretty much anything. Like if you're gonna create a workbook, just type workbook at the top and you will find tons of templates. Just find one that already fits your vibe as far as the layout of the design, but then when you open it up, you can change the colors, the fonts, the images, you can rearrange things, add things, whatever it is that you want. Don't overthink it. I actually just did a video that was all about creating and selling a digital product within 24 hours because sometimes I get a little, I don't know, too focused on the perfectionism side of things, and you really do not need to do that. If you just get it out there, you can improve it over time, especially with getting people's actual feedback. It's so much easier to take feedback and implement it versus just overthinking like, what else do I need to add? Is this good? Oh, I need to change this. Because if you keep doing that, you're never going to end up making any sales. So next up is the platform you're going to sell it on. Now, to be honest, I use Flowdesk now, and I have tried so many things. There's StanStore, Flowdesk. I actually have a Squarespace website. I've sold on there. I decided to give Flowdesk a shot because it's so easy to build your email list and then also have a checkout page and sell your product. And I highly recommend it. But for you, if you have nothing to invest, there is a platform called Gumroad, and I dabbled with it, played around with it, and I think it's a really good beginner platform to use because you do not have to pay anything up front. All you have to do is they take a 10% cut of every sale you make, which of course no one wants that. But if you are able to actually sell your product for free and then you're just giving them a percentage of your sales, once you start selling a lot, then it's going to be more cost effective for you to invest in a platform like Flowdesk or StanStore or whatever it is that you want and pay monthly for that subscription. You just have to weigh out, okay, right now I don't have any money to invest, so sure, take 10% of my sales when and if I sell anything, which you will. Once you realize, okay, I'm paying them like $30 some a month. With Flowdesk, I have a 50% off for a whole year for you guys, which I'll have linked below pretty much all of my videos for whenever it is that you want that. And with my 50% off, you can get their top package for I think $32, and that includes an unlimited amount of email subscribers and unlimited checkout pages. Just know this could be a first step. Once you feel like you're selling enough to be paying them over $30, then switch to something like Flowdesk. Okay, so you have everything set up. You got your knowledge, you put it on paper, and then you have it listed for sale somewhere. Who is going to buy it? Nobody. And that's the difference between like selling for yourself like this versus selling on Etsy. Etsy does have a borrowed audience, so that is a fine place to start if you want. They also take percentage of sales and you have to pay for your listings and things. So like they're totally different. The hard thing about Etsy and selling to a borrowed audience is that this audience has an array of interests, right? I have an Etsy account, you might have an Etsy account, so many people do, and we all are into different things. A lot of times people aren't on Etsy for a specific thing, right? Like you're not on Etsy as a buyer for, you know, growing a digital product business, right? Like you might have it because, oh, you like these little crafty things. Oh, but sometimes you get on there for Christmas because you want to buy somebody a mug, or like you're on there for so many different purposes. And so it's not a targeted audience. And though you can use SEO to get in front of those audiences, it's so hard. It's so saturated. And so unless you have something that just like happens to be new and unique, or you have tons of money to spend on their advertisements, then you're not really going to like blow up on Etsy anymore, in my opinion. Some people might have different opinions, and that's totally fine. But if you are brave and courageous and start something like a YouTube channel and put some videos out there, you start building an audience around your topic. And so every person that watches your video, every person that subscribes to your channel, those are your target audience, because you're going to create videos that talk about the problem or bring in people with the problem that you have a digital product that solves, right? So every single person that watches your video most likely is your target customer. And so you can mention your freebie and start building your email list, and then mention your product here and there in those emails, or do a targeted launch in your emails. Or in your video, you can casually mention your product. It doesn't have to be a hard sale. I mean, I mentioned my product in this video. Of course, it was being used as an example because this is what we're talking about, but I do have a product. I can mention it pretty much in any video that I want because I talk about this topic. It's super easy just to say, hey, I have an offering that's going to help you do this on a deeper level. So there's a reason I say YouTube. It's a reason I'm on YouTube. It's a reason I've been doing this for over 10 years and I haven't ever given it up. And it's because YouTube is evergreen. Once you post a video, it's up forever as long as you let it be. And so even if it doesn't get a lot of views now, one, it might blow up later. That happens all the time, especially if your channel starts getting more traction, people go back and watch those videos. And because of that, people can find your videos anytime, months from now, years from now, and stumble upon you mentioning your product. So videos from like 5+ years ago are still generating me leads to my email list, for example. So what I recommend is in the beginning, when you're first launching this digital product with the same topic, create like 2 to 3 videos, publish them on YouTube at the same time, have them be searchable. So like a problem somebody might be searching on YouTube, there's different ways that you can do this kind of research. If you have questions, let me know in the comments, or you can send me an email. My email is hello@shelbykreader.com. And essentially people will be searching that problem, find your video, watch it, see that you have an offering, and hopefully buy it. Now, it's not gonna be that easy. This is something you're gonna have to do over time. And if you really wanna grow your YouTube channel, you need to post consistently. I would say like once a week, once every other week at minimum, and constantly find different videos that can help generate leads that need help with that problem that you're solving in your digital product. And then over time, your analytics from your YouTube video will also help dictate like what other videos can bring people in so that you can lead them to your paid offering. Now, if you want to learn more about YouTube and how I have been using it to build my email list, you can check out this video here. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.